What up, YouTube?
For the old man.
Welcome back. Old Man Games channel. I'm your host, Old Man Games. This is OOTP Baseball 24, episode 14. GM Kevin Oleman, GM of the Miami Marlins. In this episode, we got another good one for you. We got the second half of the MLB amateur draft. Actually, more than the second half, the second 3 quarters. So we did rounds 1 through 5 previously in the previous episode. In this episode, we will conclude everything with rounds 6 through 20. All right. So we got a fully packed episode. It may not sound like much, but before we get into the draft, one thing I want to do that will probably extend this episode a bit, I'll try to go through it as quickly as possible. I'll give some insight into how I do some scouting before the draft. I call it lightweight, dirty scouting. Not dirty like as in a bad thing. Dirty like as in, you know, there's a phrase in corporate where they say, just put something together quick and dirty. You know what I mean? Like you're just putting it together really quick. You're not spending like a lot of time into it. So previously, before playing this game, I would spend hours on my pre-draft preparation and going through and like looking at damn near every single player that met my filter requirements and weeks or months in advance, and I will put scouts on them to have some sort of scouting report when the draft came. And I don't know that did much other than waste a lot of time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Once I started playing with these developmental leagues, one thing I do is look through the developmental league before the draft. Now, I haven't done that much in the previous, I didn't do it at all in the previous draft because of timing constraints. I tried to do it a little bit in the previous episode, and I'll do a little bit more here. And as we get further into the series, I'll try to expand this portion. All right, so let's jump into it now. What I'm gonna do is try to quickly scan through the rosters of the MLB Prospect League. All right, let's go. Boom, so here we are on the MLB Prospect League standings page. Again, this is July 11th, 2028. This is where they are in the league. They played it looks like about 34 games across the board, all teams so far. So these are their records, right? Now, what I'll do is similar to like what I did previously. I'll go with the team in alphabetical order, starting with Alton River Dragons. They're 17-17, but let's look at their organization. And let's sort this by age. Now, these are college rosters, unlike the ones we were looking at previously. So I would say anywhere from 20 and up could be draft eligible. Now, mind you, for college players, once they go to college, if they go to university 4-year, they have to be there for 3. So they have to be there through their junior year. So if they're basically anything below a junior is ineligible. So like for instance, Andy Wolf, he's a sophomore. He's not eligible for this draft, so we would just skip him. Jimmy White, he's a freshman, right? You see that right there? Sophomore. So I'm going up, and I'm going up really fast, kind of by age. So most of these guys are under. Now here's a junior, right? College junior, but as you can see, he's already been drafted in the first round, 7th pick overall. Actually, this is our pick, Mike Massey. So this is the team that Mike Massey played for, and this is the reason why I'm looking at the 20-year-olds, because Mike Massey is a really young, he would be considered a young junior, right? He's 20 years old, 330 days, so he's just shy of 21. But yeah, so this is our first round pick, Mike Massey, and this is the developmental league team he played on. So let's keep rolling. See, freshman, and eligible. Sophomore. Here's another junior. He got drafted in the 4th round, 113th pick overall. This is Nate Gation. Here's a junior. Actually, let's see. I think his outfield error, if this would have been 50 and if his work error ethic would have been a bit better, I would have considered putting him on my lookout for list, but he's not worth it. Those other guys, they looked good, but they were all underclassmen. Here's a junior right here, but look at his work ethic and look at those stars, so he's not worth looking at. Underclassmen. Here's a junior, Tim Kim. He has the adaptability, he has the stars. He's a decent looking pitcher, right? Wrong. Look here, his injury proneness is fragile, so I can't consider him. Otherwise, everything else looks really good on him. I like his stamina and holding his, anyway, let's move. Here's another junior, Chris Falls, a pitcher.
Hold up.
He hasn't been drafted. Uh-oh, look at this, guys. Indiana, he's durable, complete opposite. He has a decent defending pitch, not that much stamina, but he can be a reserve guy, a relief pitcher, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I gotta take note of him. This guy, I'm gonna take note of him. He's eligible. He's decent looking. I would say I would consider him somewhere between rounds 14 through 20. All right, so let's keep it rolling. See, this is a sophomore. Here's a junior, but no, he don't look good at all. Here's another junior, a 22-year-old junior. He looks decent. He has no control and really no future control. 2 pitches. He could be like a 2-pitch reliever. I would consider him somewhere between like rounds 15 and 20. I would draft Chris Falls before I draft this guy, Luis Bravo, but I would still consider Luis Bravo. I'll throw him on our list. And correction real quick. If I said I would consider him 15th round through 20th, correction. I would say 16th through 20th.
What?
Right, let's keep looking. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, Luis Bravo, that was a top guy. So I'm gonna try to look through all these teams, but there's so many of them. We'll see, we have to go fast. Okay, so he's a sophomore. I'm just gonna go until I find a junior. These are sophomore and freshmen. They all look good. The future looks bright. Here's a junior that hasn't been drafted, Juan Salinas. He don't have much movement. He got decent work ethic, a high financial ambition, but that's okay. You know what? I would consider him, but I would say I would consider him maybe above or around the same area as Luis Bravo, so 16th through 20th. All right, let's keep rolling. Here's another undrafted junior. This guy's a catcher, but he doesn't meet the requirements that I like at catcher, so we'll keep moving. Here's a junior, Joe Perry, but he was already drafted first round, 9th overall. Another junior was already drafted first round, 18th overall. Here's a junior, but he's not good enough. Here's a junior, a second baseman, undrafted. Let's see, he's a leader, low on adaptability. I would say I would consider him around 15 through 20, somewhere like that, 15 through 20. Yeah, I put him on the list 15 through 20. And these numbers that I'm calling out pertains to, oops, I didn't mean to do that. It pertains to the draft round that I would consider picking them up at. Wait, is Jerry the last one? No, he's not. Okay, Eric Ketchum has been drafted. That guy is an underclassman. This guy's drafted. This team has a lot of good players. Here's an undrafted catcher. Good intelligence, but he doesn't have the attributes for catcher for me to draft. What is this, a pitcher? He don't have the stuff. He's too old. Here's another 22-year-old pitcher, same deal. Okay, that's this team. I try to go through these as quickly as possible. Okay, here's Cape Cod. See, these are underclassmen. Oh, here's a junior. Here's an undrafted junior. No, he don't look good enough. He's 21 years old, but he don't even have a full start. It's his control that makes him no good. That's a junior. Here's another junior, a center fielder. But when you look at his error and arm, it's too low. He has good work ethic and he's a leader. But damn, why does that keep happening? Doesn't mark. That error and that arm are too low. sophomore. Here's a junior, an undrafted junior catcher, but he's not quite there. Here's another junior, but as you can see, he was drafted. Same with that junior, he was drafted. Here's an undrafted junior first baseman. I would consider this guy, even though we've already drafted a first baseman, I would definitely consider him as well. And I would say I would put him around that 15 through 20 range as well. Probably right above Jerry Caratino, that second baseman we just looked at from UCLA. All right, so let's keep monitoring. Here's a junior, but he was drafted in the 4th round, Tim Class. Here's an undrafted junior. What is he? Yeah, he is a junior. You know what? Even though he's only 1 star, Howie Flood, I would consider him, but super late. I would consider him around like 18, 19, 20. And these are rounds I'm talking about. So 18th round, 19th round, 20th round, I would consider him. Only thing about Howie is he has low intelligence, but if we're drafting him that low, we could look past that. Wouldn't consider him. Oh, now look at this guy, Steve Derival. He's a switch hitter, left-handed junior, hasn't been drafted yet. He looks really good. High adaptability, high work ethic. Only thing bad is he has high financial ambition, but I can look past that. He has a decent arm, high error and range, so I can actually center field would be a stretch. Left field is probably more probable for him. Same with right field. His arm is a stretch for right field, but we could kind of get away with developing him there, but he's really more suited for left field, as you can see. But I'll definitely put him on the list. I would say, hell, this guy, I would probably even say somewhere like 10 to 17. I would put him above all the players we looked at so far, and I would say I would try to get him before the 17th round and somewhere after the 10th, at the 10th round and after. Because you see, he looks like he can develop into a decent hitter, although his avoid KE and discipline is going to need development. But he looks like he can develop into a decent hitter. I just like that he's a switch hitter. He's kind of on the older side, so development is going to be tricky. But he has high work ethic, which is something that we look for. So I'm putting him on the list. And when I say list, I just mean I have a off-screen and offline list of players that I'll be looking for as we draft. And I'm putting my own personal little grade on it. And my grade is these rounds that I'm calling out. So again, this guy, Steve Derival, I'll say 10 to 17. And he went to Miami University. So yeah. We'll definitely consider him. Okay, I would actually consider this guy right here. He doesn't have the stars, doesn't have the velocity, don't have the movement. Okay, no, maybe not. It's that movement. If he would have had, could have had the movement, I could have considered him for a late pick, but I'll keep it moving. Wait, is this it? Hold on. Oh yeah, that's it. Let me see, Cruzon. Should I put him on my list? If I do, I would say he's definitely like a 20th rounder. He'll be a last round pick, a 20th rounder. All right, so that's Butch Cruzon on Catfish. Let's roll to the next team. Okay, Champion City Kings. Damn, they got a lot of 20-year-olds. Let's see. But I'm sure a lot of them are underclassmen, freshmen, sophomore, freshman, sophomore. A lot of them are young. They look good though, just at brief glance as I scroll through. Okay, here's a junior. Oh, he looks kind of good. A junior pitcher. He don't have good stuff. His velocity is low. He's not a leader, and he doesn't have good intelligence. So I might have to leave Steve Lovejoy alone. I'm gonna say, nah, I'm gonna leave him off my fake draft board I have here going. Wait, what does stats look like? Oh yeah, nah. He getting rocked right now. Look at this. 8.17 ERA in 25 innings in the MLB Prospect League right now. So definitely, no, we'll leave him alone. That dude, no. Underclassmen, no. Okay, look at this. Here's a, no, I was gonna say here's a good looking, he's a switch hitter too. Third baseman, he got a good arm. Not the best fielding. We could have worked on developing this, but what we can't work on is this low work ethic. So we'll have to skip him. This guy, no good. This guy, catcher, no, he doesn't have the arm. And it looks like that's the last one. Okay, so on to the next team from here. Chillicothe Paints. I'm not sure. That's how I pronounce it. I don't know how the hell you pronounce that. Their whole team is kind of old. Damn, Joe Whitney. This dude looks good. He's just a sophomore though. Keep an eye on him for next year. Holy cow. They got some good youngsters on their team. Oh wait, he's a junior. Ooh, look at this guy. Okay, now this guy right here, Mike Watcaster, he's 21, I would say, but see, his outfield error is kind of low, but he's high on leadership. His financial ambition is high, but look at his outfield ability, man. He could play that outfield range. He got that. If he can improve this outfield error, he got a decent arm, an okay arm. He got the potential to have an okay bat too. And he's only 21. I would say this guy right here, he's the new top guy on our list. I would say anywhere from, my grade on him would be anywhere from like the 8th round through, maybe like 8th round through like the 15th. I would try to get him before the 15th. So 8th round to 15th is what I'll put on him. He got that speed too. Actually, I might even say 7th round, to be honest. 7th round to 15th. All right. Try to go quickly as I can here. Wait, 2 more players. Yeah, here's another junior who hasn't been drafted. He has no control though, so I have to skip on him. Heck no for him. Here's another switch hitter. Nope, he has low work ethic. We'll keep rolling. Here is a closer. He's a 2-pitch guy. He's only 21. No, I'll keep moving. Okay, you know what? I'll consider JJ Long. I would consider him. He's a 2-pitch guy. He's a closer, a future reliever. He has a low velocity though. That's the only thing. So I would say with JJ Long, I would grade him around 15 through 20. Yeah, that's where I would put him. Oh, he looks so good. This dude, Jake Crumpleman, he was already drafted 2nd round. Sophomore, junior, damn, he's actually a decent catcher. He just can't hit at all. I have to pass. Whoa, look at this guy. Okay, wait a minute now. Eric Crabtree, I would put him like, hell, 6th round through 15. He would be the top guy right now, meaning I would consider drafting him as this next pick. He hasn't done that much so far this summer, or the previous 2 summers, but at his school, against great competition, he has 3 years. He's gotten better each year incrementally. I like his avoid K potential and contact potential. He looks like he could be a good batter. And then he got the defense. He looked like he could turn into a really good third baseman if given the proper development. So yeah, this is the top guy right here right now, Eric Crabtree. I would even say 6th round through 12th round for this guy. I wouldn't even wait that long. Okay, here's another junior that's been drafted in the 5th round. Here's another junior. Oh, he's fragile. I'm looking for reasons not to pick him, and there it is. He's fragile. Here's a junior. Damn, look at this guy. Damn, he's not a true center fielder. Another left fielder. He can hit though, but he's more of a left fielder. He would need to develop his outfield skills because he has low error and a low arm. Hitting wise, he can hit, and I think he'll develop into a power hitter, even though it don't show right now in his attributes. I think he can hit for average and power. I'll put him on the list. I'll say maybe somewhere around 12 to 18 is where I would rank him. 12th round to 18th round. Wait, would I say 12th round? No, you know what? I'm tripping. Not 12th round. I would actually put him above Steve Derival that we saw earlier. So, and Steve Derival, I have him rated at 10th to 17th. So this guy, I would put him at like 8th round to 16th. 8th to 16th. Here's a junior that was drafted in the 1st round. Another junior that was drafted. Damn, he was drafted in the 5th round. Look at that control, horrible. He was drafted in the 1st round. All right, looks like that's their team. Damn, they got some good players on this team right here. They're not so good though, but they got some good players. All right, next, Clemson Lumberjacks. See, as you can see though, we're running out of time, man. They got a lot of sophomores on their squad. Whoa, look at this. This is a junior catcher who hasn't been drafted. He doesn't have the best catching skills, but he looked like he could develop into a really good hitter. So he could be like a DH backup catcher. I would put him on my list. Like, actually, I'll put him at the top, above Crabtree even. I would say like 6 to 11 for this guy. Let's see what else they got. Damn, they got some players. Here's a pitcher who hasn't been drafted. He has low intelligence, but he has some good skills. I would take him low in the draft. I would say I would consider him in that 15 to 20 bucket, to be honest, in that 15 to 20 bucket. Okay, let's keep looking. These are some real good oh, damn it. Didn't mean to do that. Some real good players that I probably would otherwise not catch. Okay, no, he's not good enough. Oh, look at this guy. He's not good enough from a fielding perspective, but he's a switch hitter with a decent trajectory with his bat if he got the proper development. Loyal and adaptable. I would consider him somewhere around, I would say in that 15 to 20 bucket at the lower end of that. But yeah, I'll put him on the list at the lower end of my 15 to 20 bucket. So let's keep pushing. Damn, I would consider this center. I keep calling catcher center. This catcher, but he can't catch. That's the only thing. He can hit though, but he cannot catch. He's already drafted. Damn, he looks good. Oh, haha. I drafted him. I'm like, damn, he looks good. He was already drafted. And I look up, I'm like, whoa, I drafted him. This is our second round draft pick, DJ Bartell. Would I consider this guy late? Nah. Mike Cobb, I wouldn't consider him either, to be honest. Even though so far he's looking good in the summer league. All right, so that's this team. I'll probably look at one or two more because I don't think I'll have time to get through all of them. So this is Clinton Lumber Kings. Okay. Next, Danville Dans. Let's try to take a look at them real quick. Omari Vaughns is decent, but he doesn't have the arm. He would need to have an arm. I could put him on the list as a left fielder though, and I would say he'll be in that mid, in the 15 to 20 in the mid. He's decent. He just don't have an arm. He don't have the arm that I like. All right, let's keep looking. Nope. Oh, I'm about to say, he's drafted. Damn, I didn't see that. He looks good. Here's an undrafted second baseman. Oh yeah, he looks pretty good. I would consider him, I would say 13 to 18 for this guy. Yep. Oh damn, I would have considered him, but he has a low work ethic. Too bad. He looks good other than that. This guy is decent. He also has a low work ethic. Nope, can't put him on the list. Here's an okay looking catcher. I would put him on the very bottom of my 15 to 30 list. Actually, no. I'll put him at 17 to 20, this guy. He has no arm. Ooh, he has no control. He's too old to have no control. Alright, so that's about it. That's a glance. I'll wrap it up with this team. There's way too many to look at and way too much time this will take, but you get the gist of what we do. Actually, no. I may make this the last one. I want to show you this. The next team is the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp. Now these guys are good. And if I start with this guy right here, David Louis, oh damn it. He's been drafted. I'm tripping. I'm tripping, y'all. I would consider him though. I would say 18 to 20, 17 to 20. Damn, now here's a junior that looks really good. Tim Westfall, 22 years old from the University of Miami. But look at that, low work ethic. I can't do it. I would definitely consider this guy though, Kevin Steinman.
That boy is good.
Whoa. I think we have a new number one. I would put him above that catcher, Josh Upoli. But yeah, he's a 6 through 10 guy right here. His defense is incredible. Kevin Steinman, all the way. And he has the work ethic. He doesn't have adaptability. I think his bat will get better, but his bat looks like it's decent statistically. So yeah, I'm adding him to the list. See how this is addictive. I can't stop looking at each team. Yeah, he's good. Let me just finish out this roster. Whoa, look at this pitcher. Now I would consider him, I would say 7 through 14. This is a decent looking pitcher right here. I would consider him 7 round through 14. Maybe even higher than that, but 7 through 14 for sure. That's a pretty good looking pitcher to be undrafted. There's another pitcher, but I say no to him. See, this dude is comparable and he's been drafted. I might have to put, you know what? I might have to put Cooper Rummel at the top. Well, I'll put him below Kevin Stein, above Josh Upoli. Hold up, let me fix my list. All right, that pitcher that we was looking at, Rummel, this guy, I now say he's a 6th through 11th rounder. I put him right under Kevin Steinman. Damn, it's hard to look at these teams. And I'm so deep into this episode right now. All right, I'm gonna look at the next team offline. If I don't spot anybody, then I'm gonna move on to the draft picks. Okay, we're back in the draft and we're up. Man, I had to pull myself away from that damn development league. Otherwise, I would have been there all day on those teams. But I got a full list of players that we'll keep in mind. That doesn't mean we're going to draft all those or even any of those really, but I'm sure we'll get a few of those off of that list that I compiled in this draft. So let's get to it. Up next in the draft is the 6th round pick, number 5 overall, coming up next. Okay, so with our 6th round pick, number 5 in the 6th round, after much deliberation, especially after looking at all those college players, we settle in here on a high school pitcher, Daniel Ticas, 6'2", 180 pound right-handed pitcher, born in Independence, Missouri, attends high school at White Knoll High School in South Carolina. Let's take a look at Daniel. Normal injury proneness, which is the minimum standard. They say extremely hard to sign, but we'll get him for sure. We'll pay whatever we need to pay. These are his attributes. The thing I liked about this right-handed pitcher is that he has 4 pitches in his arsenal: a fastball, curveball, changeup, and the splitter. They all project to be medium decency. If he can develop that changeup, I think he'll be pretty dangerous because he is projected to have good movement and control of his pitches. So, and I think these pitches will improve if he can improve both his movement and control. It says he doesn't have much in stuff, but he has 92 to 94 velocity already. So I think his stuff may improve beyond what we see currently here. And I think his velocity will continue to improve. He's a neutral ball pitcher, normal pitcher with a normal 3-4 slot. What I also like, he has decent stamina, 55, but as a right-handed pitcher, he can hold runners fairly well at 70. That's damn near elite status, but that's up there. And then his defensive pitching is decent, at 50. And he has a high work ethic, which I really like. He's a high school guy again, like I said. He doesn't have any development ball in just 2 years of high school, but he did enough in those 2 years to get drafted in the 6th round, number 5 overall by the Miami Marlins. All right, so next up is our 7th round pick. Okay, guys, we're back and we have settled in on a 7th round pick. 5th pick of the 7th round. We pick up Kevin Odell, shortstop, 5'10", 180 pound, junior out of Creighton University, 21-year-old. So another college player. He's a switch hitter, throws right, Injury proneness is normal. Again, out of Creighton University, a junior. Look at his attributes. Now, this is another kid. I don't believe we showed it, but he was off of my list of players from this whole dirty scouting we just did at the top of the episode here. By the time we got toward the West Virginia Miners, I'm not sure if I recorded it by that point, but I did look at that team, and he was one of the players that I threw on my list. He was actually the top player on the list. So we pick him up here in the 7th round with the 5th overall pick. Again, that's Kevin Odell. Let's take a look at his batting stats. Oh, real quick, before we go to the batting stats, as you can see, let me highlight this. What I really like about him are his fielding, where he is so far in his development and where he can go with it. You know, he has really good range. He can play shortstop, second base, and third base, so all the infield positions really, and he's a switch hitter, so I really like that. A look at his development: 2 years in college, 2 years on the development level in the MLBPL, which is what we were scouting. He played for the West Virginia Miners again, and he did well in both years, and you can see improvement in both years, both in his college and so far at the development level. So yeah, we really like to see that. I'm excited about this kid. On to the next pick, which will be round number 8. All right, we are back with our 8th round pick, the 5th pick in the 8th round. We're going with another high school right-handed pitcher, Mike Leahy, 6'3", 190 pounds, bats right, throws right, from West Stockbridge, Massachusetts, or at least that's where he was born. Went to high school at Hartford Public in Hartford, Connecticut. Committed to the University of Tampa. He'll be going to Florida, but he won't be going to school there. All right, normal injury proneness, which is fine. That's our minimum standard. But look at his attributes. This is a pretty good pickup for this round. 8th round, high school player. Half a star is his current overall, but his potential is currently 2.5. That could potentially grow if we develop him properly. I like that he's coming in with 4 pitches. His stuff can potentially go to 50 or even higher. His movement is not the best, but it's decent enough. It could go up to 45, but it's already developed at 30. And then his control, he has a decent control. I mean, it's better than 20, so it's above the absolute lowest that it could totally be. And then it can go up to 50 currently right now, but hopefully we could develop that into something. And then his 4 pitches, fastball, slider. That slider could be his bread and butter right there. And then if he develops that change ball to go along with it, as well as his sinker, he could be something special. Then his velocity, he's a 92 to 94 guy, so that could help with his stuff. He's an over-the-top slot pitcher. Now, he doesn't have much stamina, but I'm not really picking him up to be a starter. We'll see if he could develop more stamina to become a future starter, but I'm looking at him right now just as a bullpen guy. He can hold runners decent. It's at 50. His pitching defense is below average, but that's okay. We'll just have to take that. He's a high school guy with 4 years of high school, no development, but I like what he did in his high school career. Averaged 12.6 Ks in a 4-year high school career, a sub 2.0 ERA in his 4 years of high school, 15-2 win-loss average with 3 total saves. So I think we could develop him. He'll be a good arm in our future rotation. All right, so next up we have our 9th round pick. All right, so with our 9th round pick, it's the 9th round, 5th overall pick in the 9th round. We're gonna roll with Stu Peterson. He is a 21-year-old college center fielder, 6 feet, 185. I'm not sure if I showed it, but he's definitely one of the players that we just scouted on our dirty scouting. He was on the list. I think this is a really good pickup here in the 9th round. As you can see, injury proneness is durable. He played his college ball at a small school, Vanguard University, so his competition level there was fair. However, being that was the case, now let's look at his attributes first. He looks like he can turn into a really good hitter. Doesn't have much power, but that's okay. His hitting looks like it could be real decent. I could see him as like a number 2 pitcher if he could develop this eye discipline here and get that. I think what I might do is in the future look to hire specifically a hitting coach at the lower levels that specializes in patience. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. But anyhow, so back to Stu Peterson, his speed, his running is, yeah, it's okay, it's average. But look at his outfield. He has really good potential there in the left field and right field. I think he has the arm to play right field actually. His outfield error is so low. I don't think I would ever try to get him to master center field. He has decent range, but I think he'll end up being a corner fielder for us, but he'll be a corner fielder with good contact hitting potential. Quick look at his batting. He's had 2 years of college. He's a college junior, but he's only started 2 years. So 2 years of college plus 2 years of development in the Major League Baseball Prospect League. You can see he's shown growth in both. And that rhymed too. He's shown growth in both. So far in 34 games this season in the MLBPL, he's hitting 390. Last year he hit 286 in 36 games. This year 390 as a starter with 5 home runs, 30 RBIs. Hey, that's good. I'm excited about him because he wasn't supposed to really have that much power, but I think he's gonna be what, not only a good prospect, but I think he's gonna surprise you. I think he's gonna be a surprising prospect for some. But yeah, that's our 9th round pick, Stu Peterson, a college outfielder, 21-year-old from Vanguard University. On to round 10. Okay, we have settled in on our 10th round pick. It's the 5th pick of the 10th round. One thing I want to show real quick is on all the rounds I have my filter on high or normal work ethic. I want on normal leader ability and normal adaptability. For this round and for the rest of the draft, I removed the ticker off of leader and adaptability, but at the least they have to have the work ethic, so that filter remains on. So with that removed, our next pick showed up, so he didn't otherwise meet all of those other 4 filter criteria, but he meets the updated filter, and that is Ed Valento, a high school relief pitcher, right-handed pitcher, 6'5", 190 pounds, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, or that's where he was born. He went to high school at Bishop Eustace Prep in New Jersey. Take a look at him. I like that his injury proneness is durable. His high school competition level that he faced was average, which is standard. They say extremely hard signability, so he might charge us something, but that's totally fine. We're doing real good budget-wise in this draft. Look at his attribute. He has really good stuff and really good potential, as you see. I think this is like a steal right here for a 10th round. He's not going to be a starter unless we can develop stamina in him somehow. If we can do that, then watch out. This dude will be dangerous. He's not good at holding runners, which I normally try to get from my relievers, but that's totally okay. His other attributes more than make up for that. He's a better defensive pitcher, as you can see here. Okay, another thing is he doesn't have any development time, but that's totally fine as well because he does have 4 years of high school pitching, 4 years of varsity ball, starting at the varsity level, 17-1 high school record with a sub 1.0 ERA, 16 Ks per 9 in his high school career, with just under 400 Ks in his high school career. So yeah, so this is our 10th pick, and we're moving on to the 11th round next. All right, we've zeroed in on our 11th round pick, the 11th round, 5th pick of the 11th round. It's another guy off of our list that we identified when we were doing our dirty scouting through the MLBPL. This is another college player, 21-year-old shortstop Mike LeClaire, 6'1", 180-pound shortstop, born in Ainsworth, Nebraska, plays his college ball at Bradley University. Again, he's a college junior. Quick look at Mike LeClaire. He's durable, which we love. College competition level was great. Look at his attributes are really good. He can play both shortstop and second base. He has the range to turn into a really good shortstop and the arm. low on infield error, but hopefully we can develop that into more. His running isn't anything special, but it isn't the worst either. I think he has the tools to develop into a decent bat. We don't need him to have power, which he does not have for sure. One thing about him as well that I want to note that I think is not shown here, but I think is critical to his development, is that he's a utility guy. He could play the outfield. His outfield range and outfield error is solid, and then he has an outfield arm. So Mike LeClaire is a really big pickup right here. Quick look at his batting stats. He has 3 years of college ball and 3 years of development, which is big. Now this current year, he's not doing so well in the development league, but that's okay. He'll just have to take that. We'll try to develop his bat as we go. We're really drafting him as a defensive player, to be honest. But yeah, that's our 11th round pick, Mike LeClaire. On to round 12. Okay, we're back and we've honed in on our 12th round pick. The 5th pick of the 12th round is going to be high school left-handed pitcher Amari Vilson, 6'6", 200 pound, from Bolingbrook, Illinois, Thornridge High School. Let's take a look at him. His high school, he played against average competition. He's durable, injury proneness, which we love. He's committed to the University of Kansas, but he'll never step foot there. I think he's a solid pickup for a 12th round high school pitcher. He has 3 pitches. He has room for development in his stuff, movement and control, but hopefully we can develop beyond what they currently show. I think his current 3 pitches look solid. Then over here, his velocity is 91 to 93. This is the first, I believe, sidearm pitcher we've ever drafted in our program, so we'll see how he develops. Stamina is decent at 50, hold runners at 60. That's kind of below average for a lefty, but we'll take it. He's a pretty good defensive pitcher at 65, so that's good. He has low adaptability because, again, remember, we relaxed the filter a bit to pick up players like him. Here's his pitching, high school pitching. He actually has 1 year of development in the Perfect Game League and then 3 years of high school. So that gives him 4 years of stats, even though it's 3 years and 1 summer. And he got rocked in the Perfect Game League, as you can see. But that was just coming off of his sophomore season, his first year of high school. All right, so anyway, that's our 12th round pick, Amari Vilson. We'll be back with round 13. All right, so with our 13th round pick, the 5th pick in the 13th round, we are going to take a high school third baseman, Bob Fortenberry. If you follow the MVP 07 NCAA series, then you already know the name Fortenberry is a beloved name on this channel, the Old Man Games channel. But this kid, Bob Fortenberry, the third baseman, 6'4", 205. He is born in Parole, Maryland. Went to high school at Baltimore Freedom Academy. Normal injury proneness. He played against average competition in high school. He's committed to Arizona State University. He will not step foot there. High on loyalty. That's about all we know in his personality, but these are his traits right now. His batting has a long way to go, but hopefully we can develop that. He looks like he can develop into a really good third baseman, and he has an elite arm, elite infield arm. Quick look at his high school batting. Is a 4-year high school starter with a .410 career average, only 3 career home runs, so he has no power. It's really about his glove and his arm. So this is our 13th round pick, Bob Fortenberry. We'll be back with round 14. All right, our 14th round pick here is going to be another high school pitcher, a high school right-handed pitcher to be exact, Eddie Wells, 6'1", 175 pounds, from Silk, Colorado. Basalt High School in Colorado. Normal injury proneness. Played against average competition in high school. He's committed to Southern Arkansas University. Here are his attributes. Only negative with him is his leadership is low, but other than that, he's high on adaptability and high on work ethic, which we like. He has the potential for really good stuff. If he can get his control under order, if we can help him develop that, he'll be dangerous. He has a good fastball, potential for a good fastball, potential for an elite changeup. If he can develop that, if he can get that control under, he'll develop that changeup, and he'll be dangerous, as well as that cutter. He can hold runners pretty decent for a right-hander, 65, and okay defense for a pitcher. His attributes: he's a 3-year high school starter with 1 year of development in the Perfect Game League for Nashville Knights. He got rocked in that 1 year. That Perfect Game League ain't no joke, man. Those pitchers get ate up. All right, so this is our 14th round pick, a high school pitcher. We'll be back with round 15. With our 15th round pick, 5th pick in the 15th round, we're picking a college catcher, Luis Morales. He's from Columbia, but he plays at the University of Missouri. He's a junior. Played against great college competition, normal injury proneness. His attributes, as you can see, he cannot hit at all whatsoever. We'll see if we could develop anything there. But what we really went after for him is his catching ability. As you can see, he's a defensive catcher. 65 ability, 65 arm, the potential to be a 65 overall catcher with high work ethic. So we really like that. He's a 2-year college guy, no development, but we'll do our best to develop him and we'll see what we can get out of him. He's already 21 years old. So this is our 15th pick. We'll be back with number 16. All right, we got our 16th round pick here. The 5th pick of the 16th round is going to be a JUCO freshman center fielder, Jeff Gilmer, 6'4", 205-pound right-hand batter, right thrower from Laywood, Kansas. He attends Iowa Western Community College. Take a look at his profile. His injury proneness is durable. We love that. He played against poor competition at the junior college level. Again, he was just a junior college freshman. He only had 1 year of junior college play. We could just see it on this screen, everything here. This is his 1 year of junior college play. So he just came out of nowhere and had that really good 1 year against the poor competition, or decent year, let's call it. But if you can see his bat, if we could develop him, he could be a good, I think, contact hitter who can avoid Ks. And he's a solid fielder. He doesn't have that much speed, but that's okay. He has a high work ethic. He's a low leader, but that's okay too. We have other leaders. The work ethic piece is what we really like. And his glove, he has a really good glove. So that's our 16th pick, Jeff Gilmer. We'll be back with number 17. All right, we're back with our 17th round pick. Another high school pitcher, left-handed pitcher, Nate Turner. 5th pick of the 17th round. 6'4", 180 pounds, from Dallas, Texas, Bells High School, committed to the University of Southern Alabama. Although he's a high school senior, he's 19 years old. 19 and 9 days, he just hit 19. Normal injury proneness, that's acceptable. Competitive, his high school competition level was average. Here are his attributes. Nothing too spectacular, but at this point in the draft, we can't expect much. The biggest thing about him that I wanted is that he's a ground ball pitcher. He has decent velocity, 92 to 94. Good at holding runners. Well, not that good considering he's a lefty. 45 is his defense, but he has high work ethic, low financial ambition. You can see his entire high school career here. I'll go to it anyway so you can see totals, but 3 years of high school starting and 1 year of high school development in the Perfect Game League. He got rocked. I'm telling you, that Perfect Game League is no joke on these pitchers. That's why they'll be one and done for the most part. They'll mess up their draft stock if they stay in there. All right, so this is our 17th pick. Left-handed pitcher from high school, 19-year-old Nate Turner. We'll be back with round 18. Okay, we're back with pick 18. We have zeroed in on a high school catcher, 6'3", 200-pound Dan Pollock, born in North Brookfield, Massachusetts. Played high school ball at Somerville High School in California. He's committed to the University of Akron. He won't go there though. These are his attributes. He's durable, injury proneness. He played against average competition in high school. The only thing so far personality-wise is that he has high financial ambition. Decent potential as a catcher, a good arm so far. Here is high school stats, 4 years of high school development. I'm sorry, just of high school ball, no development, but 4 years of high school is enough development. I mean, that's considered development in itself. All right, so this is our 18th pick. We'll be back with 19 coming up. All right, we have our 5th pick of the 19th round. We're going to go with a high school third baseman who we most likely will convert to first base. 6'2", 185-pound Doug Wolf from West Newton, Pennsylvania. He went to Kernsville High School in Pennsylvania, and he's committed to West Hills Junior College. Injury proneness is durable. High school competition was average, which is standard. But here are his attributes. He looked like he could potentially develop some power. Looks like he could potentially be a decent hitter. Half a star now with 2.5 star potential. Okay running. And as you can see here, I think he'll be a better suited first baseman long term. So most likely that's what we'll do with him. And then here are all of his high school stats. You can see he had 3 years of high school and 1 year of development ball. I'll show you that. 1 year of development ball in the Perfect Game League, where he did pretty good. He hit 346 and a home run. And then in high school, he hit 5 home runs the past 2 seasons with a 429 and then 22 average his senior season. So Doug Wolf, that's our 19th pick. Rounding our way here to the conclusion of the 2028 draft. Next pick coming up is the final pick, the 20th pick coming up next. All right, the 20th and final pick of the draft, our 5th pick of the 20th round. We go with another high school pitcher, left-hand pitcher, Newton Bushland, 6'1", 175 from Belleville, Ontario, Canada. Take a look at him. Injury proneness is durable. Played against poor high school competition, but it was out there in Canada. No offense to my Canadian viewers. But here are his attributes. Nothing too special. I mean, hey, this is a 20th round pick, so we don't really expect much from Newton. He's a sidearm pitcher. He has decent velocity though, 90 to 92. More than anything, I picked him to see how he's gonna turn out. Stamina is at 50, which is pretty good for a bullpen guy. He holds runner 75, which is where you would want it to be for a lefty. His pitching defense is below average, 45, but I like that he's high on loyalty and work ethic and low on financial ambition. These are his high school stats. He just had 3 years of high school, no ambition time. He just had 3 years of high school, no development time for him. So go here just so you can see what the totals look like for his high school career. So yeah, man, this is our final pick of the draft. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the episode here because this is a really long episode. But we accomplished a lot. We wrapped up the 2028 draft. From here on, it's on the next episode, it's on to the remainder of July and to wrap up the trade deadline to see if we can make some damage there, and then on to wrap up the season. So thank y'all for hanging with me. Check out the rest of the season. You know who it is.
For the old man.
Until the next time, y'all. Peace.